Hey, what's up, y'all? This is JimDre Westbrook, Worth the Wait Guy here, and you're now watching episode 20 of Expose Worth the Wait Guy Chronicles. On today, we're going to talk about fruit plates and foot rubs, part 2. On last video, I kind of explained this whole wedding situation that I got myself into where I had a wedding date, but then I wanted to holler at one of the bridesmaids, which I did holler at one of the bridesmaids because my wedding date ended up leaving, and then the bridesmaid just had an episode, and through that episode, after that episode, I still wanted her, right? Like, crazy. And again, if you have not read what I'm talking about, you must go to workthewayguy.com right now and read chapter 19. It's called Fruit Plates and Foot Rubs part 1, but we got 19, 20, and 21 that kind of talks about the whole story. So this is in the middle. So this right now, I'll tell you exactly where my head and my heart is. I'm back in Las Vegas, not in the A anymore. I was overfilled with emotion, just with love in the air, just some spirit in me that said, this woman right here, Stacey, was the one. Again, I did not talk to God. I kind of rushed to that judgment. I made a plan, a master plan, and I said, I'm going to go get her. I came back home. I talked to my sister, and I told her, you know what? We out. I'm moving to the A. Matter of fact, we moving to Atlanta. And it was just one of those decisions where I heard myself. And I really think that it sounded good. I love Atlanta, one of my favorite cities. But I had a lot of business in Las Vegas. I was responsible for a lot of things in Las Vegas. Number one, I was responsible for myself. The fact that I had to pay bills. I was an adult. And I had a job that was doing that and also helping me do Worth the Wait Guy, write books, also helping me do stuff with layup, also helping me provide for my sister where she doesn't have to worry about anything. So that was a responsibility that I needed. But I thought that I could just up and leave this place just because I was happy and I was on the pursuit for love. Right. Sounds like an episode of How I Met Your Mother, which I love that show, by the way. But like, this is not TV. Like, I'm not Ted. Kind of am Ted and Marshall. But like, it was one of those things where I just couldn't bounce. Wanted to, but I just couldn't bounce. So I was just, talking to my sister, letting her know exactly what happened. And she was happy because she never saw me like this. I'm a very excited, I get excited a lot, and I'm a very happy person. So when I would talk about Stacey and she was just like, okay, you sound like you really like her. Sounds like she's pretty cool, but slow down. And I said, I'm going to take my time, but like, I am going to pursue her. And when I pursue women, it's like a full court press. It's, the press we used to run back in the day, like black, like I'm 94 feet, like the, Razorbacks, Arkansas Razorbacks back in the day. Like, I am going to press you, but not be aggressive, but just be assertive. I was assertive and persistent. So I was like, I got to figure this thing out. I would talk to my boy King that got married, him and his newly wife, and they wanted the same thing because Stacey was her friend, I was King's friend. So it was like, hey, let's keep this thing in the family, and hey, maybe y'all next. And the hopeful, not hopeless, but the hopeful romantic in me was like, I'm with it if you with it. And I didn't even know this woman, but like, I was so confident in myself and confident for what God was eventually going to give me that, hey, if you it, tag you it. Let's get it in, baby. And I was game. So I had to find a way to get back down there, right? And not down there to move permanently, but down there to just figure out, well, maybe I'm tripping. Because maybe if I go down there and we actually hang out and it's not around everybody else and it's not on this wedding thing, this wedding vibe, I said, maybe I'm wrong. But I needed confirmation. I needed to get my tail back down to the A and figure this thing out. So I did it. I made it happen. I was back in Atlanta. I spent multiple days in Atlanta and went on multiple dates with Stacey. And it was cool. It was cool, man. And I don't want to, and when I say cool, I don't want y'all to think, oh, it was I. No, we had fun each day. I think we did 3 dates in a row, did 3 different things, 3 different locations, and I had a good time at all 3. We had good conversation. There weren't any dead moments. We made each other laugh. Like, everything was almost one of those times where things are just too perfect. Right. And when it got to the end of the trip, we hung out and we actually kissed. You know, it was one of those moments where, okay, we're going to see if we really have this kind of romantic type chemistry. And the kiss felt right. Like, it was cool. She was a good kisser. She said I was a good kisser. And it was like, all right, cool. So I went down there with the intent to spend time with Stacey to see if everything was right, to see if I was tripping or maybe I felt that, yeah, we might have something here. And it was the latter. And I came back and I was excited, and now we're kind of talking. And it was really, really cool, man. Like, I really, at that time, thought that this was it. Like, God finally gave me everything that I've been searching for since I was a little boy. Like I said, that black woman that I thought that I would end up with, that was a certain type. So she was short, she was light-skinned, she, light, medium, brown skin. She had, shoulder-length hair. She was fit. She belonged to a particular sorority that I won't disclose, but if y'all know me, y'all know which one she belonged to. So I had a type back then, and she fit that type to the T. Businesswoman, churchgoer, believed in Christ, wanted to strengthen her relationship with him. The whole thing, you know what I mean? So when I saw that up close in person and got a better chance to really see what she was really talking about, like, you couldn't have told me that she wasn't the one. That I practically, God, thank you. Good looking. Like, I know that this is it. So I was all in, man. So when I got there, I said I got back, and it was one of those things where I wanted to make her mine. So I went back another time, the next month, and said, yo, I want to make this serious. So trust me, we're talking every single day. We're FaceTiming, we're texting, we're doing it all. And I didn't say she was okay with me being a virgin. So this was awesome. It's like, dude, like, I need to basically wipe this up right now because I don't know if I'm going to see this ever again. And when we made it official, it was cool again. And it felt right. It felt right. It really did. And I was just ready to do, I don't want to say change my life and my world and my lifestyle for her, but I kind of was. I already declared, at least in my heart, that I was moving to Atlanta. Didn't know when, but it was like when I can get down there, I'm going. And that's kind of my takeaway for today. Don't just move for anybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to move in life, now when I say move, it could just be to take that step or to take a step back. Don't just move for anybody. Understand what the intention is behind whatever moves that you're trying to make in life. You got to know where you're going. You have to. With me, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Atlanta for her. Now, I'm not telling long distance people out there that somebody won't be able to compromise. Somebody's going to have to compromise, and somebody's going to have to make some type of move. Done. But know why you're doing it. Do it for you. Don't just do it for them. Whatever moves that you're making in life, don't do it for them. Do it for you. Do what makes you happy. You have to move when you want to move. What motivates you? Now, if you want love and you feel that a physical move is going to get you closer to that love, do it for you. Do it for you because you know that that's going to make you a better person, make them a better person, and make the situation better. Don't do anything just for the other people. Understand who you are and what role you're going to play in that move. So again, don't just move for anybody. Make your move, but you have to make your move with some intention. Cool? All right, y'all. That's all I got. I'm going to holler at y'all next week. Peace.